Okay. Sorry, let me do some real quick. Okay. So as title said, first stream. Enjoy that. I did Raiders. They have like a really good team, but also I did the same thing with the Seahawks. So, see, so they're basically the same kind of good. I made it so they're both equal, pretty much. So this is a Raiders lineup stuff. And let me show you. Let's show you trade. The Seahawks. See, Aaron Donald, Gilmore, Adams. You basically get the picture. Same kind of teams. So hopefully both teams will go to the Super Bowl. But for now I'm gonna play this one game. And enjoy.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, Justin Tucker set to kick. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the... From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, refusing to go down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets his...
I don't know why it's rookie and arcade, but I'll change that after.
To the 30-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Raiders... taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Recovered by the Raiders.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got it. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got
we got plenty of fun.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he loses the football a second time.
Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the silver and black continue to roll. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to... DJ Moore, and now it's second down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Raiders pick it up.
Recovered by the Raiders.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, For this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Raiders pick it up.
Bring it, baby.
He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And the route is on here in this first half. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, two. So, oh, my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the silver and black continue to roll.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Pacers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Now Davis fumbles it, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
1st down, Bridgewater. This will complete to Curtis Samuel. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
They are not ready for
And
us.
he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Okay, this is
Covered by the Raiders.
every single time there's a fumble. I'm going to have
From
to
the
change some
13 now,
settings
they work on
100%.
1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. Third down here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Breaks free again. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You will not get that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DeAndre Hopkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the...
I'm just going to do us a favor.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong with it.
All in 50 inches. That's normal. Well, except for injuries, because I turned that off or something. I didn't change any of this, so. I'll just send to the playoffs.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I don't know if you heard me, but the other overpowered team, the Seahawks, is also right there. So So far it's so good. The game for the live game right now, 17-13. Ravens are winning against the Titans.
installing your game plan.
Wow, the Bengals are 9-7. What's their schedule? Bengals. Chargers, Browns. Oh, that kind of an easy schedule.
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, set to kick off. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. On 2nd down, Burrow. Being chased out left. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins. 36 yards, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover and the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
And 10 yards.
Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bengals nothing.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just could gang up on the run and shut them down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that officially. Give him 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
29-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And the slant complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. with me before pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that one goes down as a 99-yard kick return for 6 from the 1-yard line all the way to the house on the other end. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. On the return, Phillips. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. The 40, 30, 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Tyler Boyd, 83 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And here comes Diggs. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he knocks it through.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Burrow on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield.
Are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Justin Tucker. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level.
John Brown, he's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 75 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At their 48-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Bills first down.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up. That's instincts. Being able to...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Quarterback sacked.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Dances by him. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 45.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The Raiders offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Mahomes now to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going deep for Dick. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. Raiders, 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So we come upon, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll run it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 30.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jackson. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Powering his... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 15 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And the Raiders have got him. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A.J. Klein. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged from the gun. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mario Addison able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider. Touchdown from a yard out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title. At the moment. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
This is the game we have been waiting for.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And the story of the Raiders season, Charles, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The brand new stadium, no one really knew what to expect. The Raiders hadn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season, but much like the Vegas hockey team did in their first season, here are the Raiders trying to win it all. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
Feel bad, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Wilson. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
Take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had 2 drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 27, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense. It's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Down he goes at the 20. A pickup of 4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 15-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, slant to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try to run with Carson, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try to get this running game going. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
It's Carson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
23-yard attempt.
Becker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good pick up there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Chubb on the counter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point,
can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him. Because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
And they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 5-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Jackson running again. And they're going to have this. Cross midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A run for Nick Chubb. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.